Hey guys, I'm just Mar, and today we're going to be talking about a new and upcoming play-to-earn NFT game, Chumbi Valley. But before that, if you want to know more about the latest and greatest NFT gaming news, then hit the subscribe button and join the family. So I actually found out about Chumbi Valley while scrolling through Twitter. I saw their artwork, got impressed by it, and then reached out to the devs. After that, I kind of started learning more about the game, and they also gave me this little snippet, and they said that our team is based on Australia and will be announced on our upcoming website. Chumbi Valley is so important to us that we have closed our successful web design studio of 8+ years to focus 100% on this project. We are currently burning our own savings to make it a reality. We have always been passionate about gaming, including starting a mobile game studio 3 years ago. And we have also been blockchain enthusiasts since 2015. We plan to expand our team and work on Chumbi Valley for at least the next 5+ years. This is just the beginning. So I had a little back and forth with them, and you could also tell from that DM that they are really determined and focused on making Chumbi Valley a successful project, and they have long-term goals for it. One thing that I'm kind of leaning away from now is those click and earn type of games where you kind of spend gas fees and you earn their token, similar to Crypto Blades. I'm not trying to bash them, but I'm trying to look for deeper gameplay and more of a long-term game instead of those games that just their token just ends up kind of dumping down to the ground. I want to actually kind of start looking at games like this where they have a heavy focus in the future and they have solid gameplay to back it up and solid devs to back it up. You're gonna really want to watch this video just because this game, I'm really bullish on it, and the initial investment to actually start playing is $0. They have a free to start feature. So if you want to learn more about the game, then I really highly suggest to keep watching this video. First off, what is Chumbi Valley though? Chumbi Valley is an enchanting role-playing blockchain game being built on Polygon. The game will be playable in app form, launching on Android, iOS, and PC. All in-game items and creatures are blockchain-based tokens and NFTs. Chumbi Valley's visuals and gameplay are inspired by Zelda, Stardew Valley, Pokemon, and Studio Ghibli. At first, players will be immersed in a mystical forest and spend many relaxing hours racing creatures called Chumbi. Most excitingly, players and Chumbi can work together to earn cryptocurrency by farming, exploring, crafting, breeding, battling, and more. So already a solid chunk of gameplay right there. On the right, you could see some of the sneak peeks of what the game's gonna look like. So it kind of has some similarities to the older Pokemon game. I'm gonna be honest, after I read this light paper and I saw everything and I talked to the devs, I've just fell in love with this game and I'm really excited for it. Next, what are Chumbi? Chumbi are adorable bipedal creatures that inhabit a lush and mysterious forest valley. They have a spiritual connection to the forest and use magical spells to maintain and protect it. So to start playing, you actually need no initial investment. They're gonna give you a free Chumbi called an Ancestor Chumbi, and you could play with it with the basic tasks. But one thing is, you can't sell it or trade it because it's not gonna be in the blockchain. This is just gonna be a starter Chumbi for you to get into the game. There is also ways to make your Chumbi stronger. There's increasing their Chumbi level, and when you increase their level, they can actually defeat stronger opponents and earn more money that way. You could also have your Chumbi learn some spells, and the more spells they learn, or if you upgrade their spells, I don't really know how they're gonna do it, but if you just upgrade or learn spells, you'll actually earn more in offline. So the passive kind of farming aspect of the game. So more spells, stronger spells will yield you higher rewards while you are offline. There's also Chumbi Happiness, which you basically get Chumbi Happiness by feeding them food, and if they have a higher happiness, they actually have a higher APY interest rate whenever the Chumbi is assigned to the Shrine of Giving, and we're going to be talking about the Shrine of Giving later on in this video. Some quick Chumbi body parts: they have the eyes, horns, ears, mouth, pattern. The two main things though are the type and the coat. So in this one, this is a insect type with a flower coat. So the outside kind of resembles a flower, and the inside type is an insect. So these kind of body parts and types actually determine what type of attack moves your Chumbi has. Since there's so many parts, you could actually have so many combinations of Chumbi, and you can combine different coat types, different types to get yourself a unique Chumbi. If you are lucky in breeding, you can get some rare body parts such as the shiny coats or even ultra rare mini Chumbi. Now this is a quick breeding chart and it shows different tiers. So the lower tiers are less rare and the higher tiers are more rare. You could actually breed different types and then get yourself the highest tier, which is a tier 4 void. But one thing to note is that you can't just breed neutral and forest together. You could actually breed the neutral with everything. So you could even mix tier 1 and tier 2's, tier 1 and tier 3's. You could breed any type of Chumbi together. But this kind of breeding chart just shows you that a neutral and a forest have the possibility of getting a feather, and a feather and a crystal have the possibility of getting a creature. This is not 100% chance of getting a feather. These breeding compatible types will just result in a higher chance to create a higher tier Chumbi. So like the Cave and Flame, they just have a higher chance of getting a crystal. Now Chumbi battling. So the type and the coat type determine your attack moves. Your Chumbi is going to be born with 2 attack moves, 2 effect moves, and an ability from its genetics. So let's take for example this Chumbi right here. Since it's a void type, it's going to have a void attacks, shadow absorb, and since it's a crystal coat on the outside, one of its attack is going to be the luminous rush. Now its eyes and mouth also have a factor in playing into their attack moves, but instead of attack moves, it's going to be effect moves. So for the eyes, it's going to be Lunalier, and for the mouth, it's going to be Light Bite. Now the last thing is its ability, and it's earned from genetics. So this Chumbi ability is Shade Walker. For battling, there are strategies to battling. This is a table to show the type and what it's weak against and what it's strong against. So interesting, neutral type has no weaknesses or strengths. If you go down, you could see, different weaknesses and strengths for the type. What is the battle gonna look like though? It's gonna be a mix between Pokemon with an extra layer of strategy. They're aiming it to be easy to learn but difficult to master. And whenever you win a battle, you could actually level up your Chumbi. So off here to the side, this is where you're actually going to be fighting in the PvE mode. They're cursed Chumbi, and they will attack anything. Defeat them to banish the curse, gain XP, and earn lucky stars. Now, these are 3 different parts of the gameplay. So the forest home, this is where you're going to be starting off, and this is where you're going to be living, and where you're going to be expanding your Chumbi team. You could gather resources to craft other NFTs and decorate your world. So it's going to be kind of a customizable home place for you. There's also going to be exploration. This is the PvE aspect of the game. This is where you're going to encounter cursed Chumbi, and you can find some rare NFT items. A really cool thing that they've implemented is day and night cycles, weather and seasons. So those play a factor in what you're going to be running into, just so that the game stays exciting and fresh. Now the last bit here is farming. You could find rare seeds and start a farm to grow forest crops that have many uses. Crops are tokenized, they need to be watered regularly, and will grow on the blockchain based time. Certain crops can even be combined with lucky stars to make a Chumbi's favorite food. So you know what this is kind of reminding me of? It's kind of reminding me of the farming aspect of plant versus undead. You tend with your crops every day, make sure they're doing good, and in turn you could harvest them and get some rewards from them. More gameplay. There's offline earning, Chumbi lending, and Chumbi village. So offline earning, exactly what it seems, it's just automatically gathering tokens or resources while being offline. You earn more by learning spells. Now Chumbi lending is the scholarship program. You could lend out your Chumbi to other people, and you can automatically collect an adjustable percentage of all their earnings. So they're implementing the Chumbi lending to kind of make it easier for scholarship programs. I think that they're gonna actually be a little bit of a middleman for that. Don't quote me on that though, but that's what I'm just thinking. Now the Chumbi village is where you could actually run into other people. Now if you're a landowner, you'll actually have access to special events like capturing wild Chumbi and fighting together in raids against giant cursed Chumbi. Sounds super fun. I kind of want to be part of that. Next, the play to earn. As I said before, there are a lot of ways to earn in this game, so you just really want to pick your own path. Like if you want to focus on battling, you go and do that. If you want to be more of a passive earner, then just learn yourself some spells. Just find the way that you want to earn in this game. This is just kind of a list of ways you could earn in the game. If you want to read all of it out, then you can check out the light paper for yourself. It'll be down linked in the description below. Next is play to save. Now this is just a feature that they're adding, which is kind of a wallet, kind of a place where you store your tokens and earn interest over time. You could do this by staking one of your Chumbi. And we talked before, if they have higher happiness levels, then they actually earn more interest for you. Now their marketplace is not out yet, of course, because they haven't done any pre-sales, nothing. You can't really buy anything, but they are going to try to implement a marketplace in their website. Now the tokenomics, you could read over all of the tokenomics if you really want, but to kind of quickly summarize it, the Chumbi token CHMB is going to be their main token, and it's going to be used in paying for new Chumbi, breeding, sage fees, so learning spells, land plots, marketplace purchases, so a bunch of things. And it's going to be a deflationary currency. They are also going to be implementing some staking features for the token. Now, they have a second token called Lucky Stars, LSTS. You need Lucky Stars to get candied apples and further level up your Chumbi. This is going to be implemented in their play to earn economy, so this is what you're going to be mainly earning whenever you're playing the game, but it's also going to be used for leveling up Chumbi and breeding, also spells, and earning happiness. Every time you do those, they're actually going to be burning the token, so hopefully the burn rate will be high enough to match the amount that they're giving out as rewards. We're seeing right now in Axie Infinity, their SLP prices, you can just tell from that the burning mechanisms of that is just not keeping up with the amount of SLP they're handing out to people. So in my opinion though, Lucky Stars has a better burn mechanism just because they have more ways to burn it, breeding, leveling, spells, and happiness, as opposed to SLP. The only way to burn it is really just to breed Axies. So that's basically it on the game though. If you're interested, then I highly suggest to check out their Twitter, check out their Discord, just keep yourself updated on the game. I'll be posting more update videos on this game just because I am very interested in keeping up with the news on Chumbi Valley. Now, if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.